Just love this story. I think you will too. Nearly 700 junior gymnasts are in Cincinnati competing in the 2018 Women's National Championships. Well, First Coast native 16-year-old Jenna Mulligan is one of them, and she's representing the state of Florida. Now, normally you might catch her dad, St. John's Sheriff's Commander Chuck Mulligan, here on First Coast News. But this weekend, it's all about his daughter and her determination to go for the gold.
Medal tonight.
Gymnastics has been in the national and international spotlight, winning big at the Olympics and winning big in court.
Replaying the words delivered by this powerful army of survivors.
It's been a tumultuous year for Team USA, but despite the turmoil at the top, aspiring gymnasts are still pursuing their passion for the sport they love.
I started when I was 2, so 14 years.
Including 16-year-old Jenna Mulligan.
It teaches me time management really well. I wouldn't be able to do the sport and excel in school if it weren't for gymnastics.
When she isn't studying, keeping up her 4.0 grade average, she's here 25 hours a week with her gymnastics coach, Lisa Music.
A brilliant child, works hard, and it's not a natural thing. I mean, she knows that it takes dedication and discipline to do it all.
Jen has been training the past 4 years for the 2018 National Championships. If she wins, she'll represent all of Florida and, more importantly, win a scholarship to pursue her real dream.
After college, I want to be a doctor.
With each vault, bar, floor, and beam, Jenna is closer to her dreams.
I already feel like we've won, so no matter what, God will persevere the lesson that's to be learned.
Inspiring thousands that despite the downfall of a few in their sport, they can still succeed. Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
Well, Chuck Mulligan sent us this update, by the way, about Jenna, saying Jenna just finished her meet at Nationals. She placed 5th in the nation on floor, 8th on beam, 13th on vault. We had a fall on uneven bars, so no ranking there. The fall on bars hurt her overall ranking, but she finished 39th in the United States. Can you believe that? Woo! 39th of 50 states, right? All right, we, of course, are very proud of her achievement, and congratulations, Chuck Mulligan, one of the great guys in law enforcement, and so we are happy for him, obviously for Jenna, for the whole Mulligan family.